Hey, it's been a bit, so let's talk about what's been going on. Um, I want to get into making videos again, but my work ethic is not been the best as of late. Uh, Nor is bothering to really test out my editing program. But hopefully, here eventually, if I can get some proper motivation from myself and just sit down and just get to work. But what has been going on lately? Well, a while ago, I really got into playing some Stardew Valley, which I never thought I would get into because I have tried to play other games a lot like Stardew Valley, like Terraria and Minecraft, and I have just never been able to get into them. Um, Really good buddy of mine loves Minecraft and thought that he could get me into it, or at least wanted me to play with him, and we did quite a few times. And I like the spelunking aspect. I like going down into caves. I like exploring. I like combat and and stuff like that. But I don't really like crafting or trying to build stuff yet. With Stardew Valley, I was really enjoying myself, and I think here's why. Because you can set goals for yourself for new things that you want to make, new stuff that you want to build or try to grow, or maybe there's a relation aspect that you want because that's what you can get out of it because there's a lot to do. There's farming, there are social aspects, there are some adventure aspects, there are even little mini goals that you can do that'll get you extra rewards. So, where am I so far? I just wrapped up year one in Stardew Valley. I got married. I have expanded my home only by one level. I have a barn. I have a coop. I think they're maxed out. I'm not entirely sure. I have a huge garden. It's probably a little bit too big that I've been growing crap ton of crops. It's even separated by a nice little rock wall that has slowly, sadly, been decaying, which has been kind of annoying. I understand that that is an aspect of the game, is that some buildings, fences, and whatnot that you build will begin to degrade, and you have to replace them, or they will crumble and whatnot. Hopefully, buildings don't crumble or anything like that. That'd be shitty. And I just had another thing built on my farm to collect rice and to turn it into something. Um, so after year one, I am currently in. I think I'm just going into or about to go into summer in year two, and I'm kind of losing interest in it now because every day I'm just since about the beginning of spring, I've been going through the same routine of you get up, you go and you check on on your chickens and your cows, and then you take what they produce and you turn it into mayonnaise, you turn it into cheese, you go into your crops, and you know gather whatever's ready to be taken off and sold or sent off. You go to your mushroom cave and you gather all them up. And by the time I'm done with all of that and everything being produced, the cheese and the mayonnaise is done. It's already after 2 o'clock, in the afternoon. In game, not in world, thank God. That's, one complaint I have about the game is I wish there were times that you could slow down time. And I'm playing it on console, too. So it's not like I can do a mod or anything like that to slow down time or to do other interesting things. For anybody who's interested who I got married to, I chose Sebastian because I do have a thing for cute emo guys. And funny story, when I was first looking for who to romance, I was either choosing Sam or Sebastian. And I did all the events. I went to the egg hunt. I actually won the first egg hunt. The second, I didn't really bother to participate. And I went to the fair. And when I did, I sought to get the rare special item known as the Star Drop. And for those who don't know, the Star Drop is this very rare item in the game that if you get it, it fully heals and maxes out your energy and your health and whatnot. I think it also affects whoever it is that you're romantically pursuing. I think. Because I did notice that their hearts seem to increase. And, mostly I pursued it because I thought, oh, maybe this could be a gift that I give to whoever I'm pursuing. I didn't know that when you got it, you just instantly consume it. And what was funny was, and I also posed this question to anybody else who has played Stardew Valley, and obviously because of who I was pursuing, the only two guys in the game, no one else. And, the object has this definition of it that is indescribable. The taste of it is, it's like a dream or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it gave me this text, and I would show it here, but I took a picture with my phone, and the quality is just dog shit. But it said, the taste reminds you of gay sex. That is probably the worst and most disgusting description you could possibly give for food. I've had lots of gay sex. I've enjoyed it. I've had lots of sex, period. And I've enjoyed it. I don't think I would ever enjoy the taste of sex. Plus, what the fuck does that even mean? What does gay sex taste like? What, is it strawberry lube? What, is that it? Gross. I don't want to taste lube. No. Ew. I don't even buy flavored lube. I just buy regular lube if I'm having sex, which is rare, but even then. Anyway, I thought that was funny, and I was curious to know what it would normally say, depending on, or what it says differently, depending on who you're pursuing and who else you might be pursuing. Obviously, because I was only pursuing two guys, so it decided to get graphic. But anyway, I have enjoyed the game. I have enjoyed some of the crafting of it. When I first started playing, I chose the beach farm because I wanted to see if I could, and I was curious to know how much of your own home you can customize and make, but obviously, you can't. I mean, you can decorate the inside of it. I mean, I know you can buy wallpaper, which I haven't done, but I was wondering how much of the outside of the house that you can change or decorate, and I don't think you can, to be honest. I imagine you probably can in mods, because what I was seeking to do was, my family, our great-grandmother, used to have this huge, big cabin right out in front of the lake over in McCall. And we had a lot of happy childhood memories there. And I was curious to know if I could try to recreate that. But according to some of the research I did, the beach farm is probably the hardest land I could have chosen, because obviously it's all beach, so that means that you can't lay out sprinklers for your garden. Maybe there's a specific plot of land out there on the beach that you can, but you're probably limited. But at least where my garden was, when I was doing that, I couldn't. So it's like, well, shit. Because doing it manually takes a lot of time and takes a lot of energy out of you. So when I started over, I just went with the most basic farm and was very happy when I got to the sprinkler upgrades, because then I didn't have to worry about watering anymore, unless obviously if I was planting new crops. But I think day one, when you first plant a new crop, I don't think you immediately, need to water it right away. So, negatives. What negatives would I have? I think time moves too fast. There are probably quite a few other things I can mention. The combat doesn't feel too great. It's fun, when you're going out and exploring, but it is rather annoying how I've had these, these light issues when, I try to inch forward, towards an enemy while I'm attacking. You can't do that. If you're mashing the attack button and then you're trying to inch towards them, you can't do that at all. Because I'm used to in other action games that you can do that. You can still move and attack at the same time. You can't do that here. So that's kind of annoying. Some of the aiming aspects, especially when it comes to laying some crops or aiming your hoe or your pickaxe, and you're trying to be specific, for some reason it's a little off at times. That's a tad annoying. There have been some things I've crafted that just turned out to be utterly useless. Like the workbench was incredibly pointless. At one point, just out of curiosity, I made the oil making kit. I only used it once. I don't know if I will continue to play through this game. I could see myself starting over again, with a brand new farm and maybe pursue someone else, maybe raise crops differently. I mean, that is definitely one thing I would do, is maybe have, because what I tend to do is I'll mix and match my crops, which for some seeds is a bad idea, like the bean sprout shit. The fact that bean sprouts will block your path. So if you're not careful with where you put your bean sprouts in your frickin' garden, you might trap yourself. So then you gotta hack down what you just planted. So, but, definitely one thing is I would probably change the layout of my farm, because there's probably a huge amount of space that I'm just wasting. I would love to know what that one structure that you have on your land that you can't destroy and you can't build anything on is. I mean, I'm sure that becomes something else later in game. Maybe you get access to something and then you can build. I would definitely do this co-op, but I can't with my friend because he's playing it on PC and I'm playing it on console. But who knows? Maybe I'll rebuy it on console. And then he and I could play together. Would I recommend this? Yeah. It's it's fun. It has certainly raised my interest in starting my own small little farming projects. Like, I wouldn't mind, having a bucket and raising, some blueberries, maybe some raspberries of my own. Hell, I mean, various members of my family have been doing it. My parents have been raising their own tomatoes and their own onions, and they have patches of like various blueberries, up at their own cabin. My sister-in-law, she has a mini garden that she uses in a lot of her cooking. So, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. Not a whole lot new as far as big gaming projects, because I just can't seem to get off my ass to take a look at my laptop and try to get her going about, hey, so let's test out, this editing program, and and see if you can do it, because it obviously would be better that I edit my own shit. Obviously, that I'm not paying someone else to do it and then having to give them hours of notes that I would have to go through and then they would have to go through, and wanting very specific things and then them not really meeting it. Then I'm just wasting time and more money in doing that. So I don't know, but thought I would give an update because I haven't really, been doing much. So anyway, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your Stardew Valley stories as well. So take care.